Previously on Power Wash Simulator. The fuck? Um. 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 Guys? Uh. Um. Look! I see the gnome out there, but I can't get to him. Where are they going? What's happening? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I count 8 cats. Look at that. I see the gnome over there too. We can't get to him. You guys, what's happening? There's like a kitty cat migration happening here. Where are you going, kitties? Where are you going? Oh, there's a ninth kitty. I count 9. Oh, snap. It wasn't a vehicle at all. Saw that coming. Pretty far away from the town. Pretty far away from the volcano. I see the gnome. I see him right there. Pretty far out in the middle of nothing. This thing here. Oh, snap. Whoa! They did, too. They took the gnome with them. Unless he got flung out somewhere. They did fling my ladder over there. You know what? I think they took Mr. Gnome with them. Because I didn't see him anywhere. Bye, I guess. Systems are fully operational. Spectral analysis reveals a trace mineral with unusual properties. There's not enough time between now and the eruption to fix things here, but we've got a lead that might help us solve things in the past. You'll know we were successful if you ever see us again. You'll know we weren't if Rushless explodes and the skies go dark for 20 years. Thank you again, Power Wash Services. Jesus Christ. Okay, so they're going to go into the past and try to fix the volcano issue? Clean the Lost City Palace. Oh boy, somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. Okay. How are things? Well, everything is just dandy peachy keen on my end, knock on wood. Welcome back, everybody. We finished the entirety of the outside of the structure yesterday. Today we're going to finish the inside. And there's a lot. I'm going to go with the standard that we've been using. How's everybody's morning so far? You guys doing okay? I tell you, I still haven't gotten used to these early mornings yet. You just got home from babysitting. Babysitting. Wait, you just got home this early in the morning? What did you babysit overnight? Do they work like third shift or something? Babysit. How did I not get all of these little straggler bits? His mom works 2 jobs. That's gotta suck. That's unfortunate. I wasn't sure if I was gonna wait till this afternoon to do this stream or if I was gonna knock it out this morning. My goal inevitably is to get to the point where this microphone. The point inevitably is to get to where I'm doing these streams in the evenings or at night, like we used to do, before things got all topsy-turvy around here. Round here. I was really thinking last night about what we talked about recently. We really need music while we're doing this. They suck not letting us listen to music. I hope this is just a today only thing and this doesn't turn into like 3 full episodes of this one place. Because there is a second floor to this place. Yeah, this joint has 2 floors. You love the cat? Oh, thanks. Good old Pikachu cat. You know, I've been wearing this cap since I first started YouTube 9 years ago, going on 10 years ago. And it's kind of like my staple hat. I never intended for that to happen. It just kind of happened. And I've bought so many other hats since then. To me, hats are like plushies. If I don't stop myself, I'll just keep buying them until I have nowhere to put them all. You know how some people do with shoes? You ever seen those guys or those ladies who will open their closet and it's just stacked floor to ceiling shoes? I'd probably do that with hats if I watch myself. Your mom does that too? Yeah. What's funny is I have more shoes now than I've ever had in my life. I have 2 pairs of tennis shoes. I have my good pair that I wear walking and wearing out to, like, I'm going somewhere public like Walmart or wherever. Then I have my old sneakers that I use for yard work and whatnot. Then I have my steel-toed boots, and then I have a pair of flip-flops. So I do have more than one pair, but that's as far as I'm going. I'm not going to buy any more. Caps don't last that long as sun damaged. But yeah, I've got one that's sun damaged. I wish that I hadn't worn it outside. But and the funny thing is, I actually have two of this exact same cap. One that I've been wearing for years, and then I bought a duplicate of it online, uh, just so it wouldn't get sun faded and torn. And I keep it by my desk. Of course, I have been thinking a lot lately about. I heard the term hat fishing, which is a play on catfishing, and now I can't unhear that term. And now it always makes me self conscious when I do anything on camera because everybody knows I'm bald. But what if, like, a new person were to come into the stream one day and see me wearing a hat, and then they see me take the hat off to scratch, or they see an Instagram picture or something where I'm not wearing a hat and then they get all pissy about it? I have seen that happen. My shoe size, I can wear 14, 15 is more comfortable. It's hard for me to find shoes. Most places when I go in to buy shoes, they kind of stop around the 10, 11, 12. It gets getting hard to find size 14s. I'm 6'4". I'm a pretty big guy. Now, what in the world? No. You have fish. I mean, I don't do it intentionally. I try not to hatfish people. Now, why is it not giving me this that's finished? That's strange. You would figure that that little white piece would. Hmm. Hmm. You know what just dawned on me? You know how chat bots exist? I was just thinking. I was playing around with Google Gemini this morning, and you can have Google Gemini actually look at your YouTube videos. I wonder how long it'll be before people could just start using their chat bots or invite their chat bots into their streams as an avid viewer who comments. Men should be defined. Shouldn't be defined, I should say. Hair, top of my hair. That's really motivated. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the go-to. You know, if you're a good person, it really doesn't matter if you have hair or don't. I mean, some men can pull off being bald, some can't. Some don't bother. Like some men walk around with the classic male pattern baldness with unkempt hair, like the hair that they do have left, they just let grow out because they've given up at that point. They're like, I don't care if I look tacky. Just shave it or something. Just embrace it, you know? Or keep it short. It looks tacky when you just let it ride. I mean, it's what? Genetics. It's not really something we can do anything about. Just go bald with dignity. Like Patrick Stewart. I tell you something I found weird. And I don't know if there's like a psychology behind this or not. Maybe you can help me on this one. So the whole dinosaur thing, right? I like dinosaurs when I was a little boy, just like most little boys do. And I'm pretty sure that I would have grown out of it at some point because I grew out of everything else I was into. Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, you name it. You know, it was all replaced by Pokemon eventually in the mid to late 90s, anyhow. But I think Jurassic Park was so phenomenal of a movie that it kind of created a staying power with me with dinosaurs. And I think they stayed in my purview way longer than they would have without the Jurassic Park franchise. Because it's not just 100% the dinosaur part that I really like about, you know, the whole Jurassic Park franchise. Yeah, obviously the dinosaurs are a huge part of it, but there's so much more. Like Michael Crichton is one of my favorite authors. I love the way he approaches science fiction. He doesn't approach it from like a Frankenstein kind of supernatural approach. Everything is extremely believable and realistic. And even the stuff that isn't realistic is pseudo realistic. You would believe it, you know, if it were real. What's my Instagram? Oh, should just be Chozolore HD. There should be a link at the bottom somewhere of this. If you're watching me on Twitch, scroll down to the bottom. There should be like I don't remember what I have down there. There's a link somewhere, like a link tree link. But as far as the dinosaurs are concerned, like it's one of those things where I kind of like it in a vacuum by myself. Like I don't have any friends IRL that are into dinosaurs the way I am. For my friends and I, our bonding comes over media and general life. I find that for me, my dinosaur love is kind of in a vacuum. It's something that I don't really share with other people. And it's a strange kind of feeling, a strange kind of phenomenon. It's like you ever on those dating apps and they're like, please fill out this, you know, box here that you talk about yourself. What are your hobbies? What do you do for a living? You know, what's your life like? And you never know what to put in those boxes, but you always end up linking your Instagram or putting up a profile picture of you holding, you know, holding something related to what your hobby is. I don't know, or a thirst trap or whatever. Me being a nerd, I'm usually in a picture holding a toy or something. But the point is, you know, you put those pictures on there, and then you have people who come in and try to, you know, butter you up, you know, using the things that they see in your profile pictures. Like people will on those dating apps and whatnot, people will actually they'll go, you know, to your Instagram or whatever, and they'll see what you're into, and then they'll try to talk to you about it, you know, because that's what normal human beings do, right? when somebody's into something, you talk about their interests with them and you carry on a conversation because that's how humans work. But for some reason with me, I don't do that with dinosaurs. Like, I can talk to people all day about various video games, TV shows, and movies and stuff. But for some reason in my psyche, I just never discuss the Jurassic franchise with anybody, and I never discuss dinosaurs with anybody. It's a weird part of my life. It really is. It's just like this little thing that I have all to myself, and my friends are just not that interested in it. You know what I mean? And I think at the end of the day, I kind of like it that way. Being dinosaur is not of intelligence because of both of dinosaurs. Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Dinosaurs are great. But they don't ever really come up on the streams. They're really more of a YouTube thing for me. And I don't know if we are doing well on time with this. We're only 19 minutes in and we've cleared a giant chunk over there. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I never know how to take compliments. I don't ever receive compliments online or IRL, so I'm always awkward when somebody gives me some sort of compliment. See what we have here. Look at this. Check this out. The ancients have foretold of the washers that will come. Back in the day when I first started doing YouTube, I didn't have face cam yet. So I did a handful of series in the first couple of years without face cam. Then I bought me a cheap little webcam and slowly improved over time. I've slowly bought better cameras. I've never been able to fully take the plunge and buy like a professional streaming camera, unfortunately. But then too, like, this camera honestly works for what I need it for. Because we extremely rarely ever do anything full cam or like full screen. Most of the time I'm in a little box on the screen anyway. So, not to mention like COVID and post-COVID, I put on so much weight. I don't want to look at my fatness. Every day now, it's just a journey to losing weight. And until I get there, I'm a little self-conscious about it. Not that I was ever a skinny mini. I've always been chunky, but COVID hit. Goddamn. Oh, I love these murals. This is cool. Let's see. Washing houses. Washing temples. What's my name? Yeah, I guess I probably don't have my actual government name plastered anywhere, do I? I just have my screen name. My name is Eric. ERIC, random name. How'd you find the stream, if you don't mind my asking? Did it just show up in your recommended? Okay. Chris. Hello, Chris. Hello. I'm wondering, is the reason it's not letting me is I have to clear this entire thing before it'll let me count it? Yeah, probably. Showed up and clicked it. Okay. Well, this is the short and tall of what I do. Chill, laid back streams for the most part. Over in Cape Town. Oh, you're in Cape Town, huh? That is what, South Africa? Cape Town, I think. If I'm not mistaken. 4:45 p.m. Damn, yeah. See, that's usually the time I stream. Me streaming this early in the day, my time is not something I do too often. But oh, he's following Instagram. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, thank you for dropping in and chatting with me for a bit. I appreciate the compliments, even though I'm awkward and don't know how to receive compliments well. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, or what's left of it, anyhow. We're coming in close to the 30-minute mark, but we've made quite a bit of progress. I'm curious to know what this statue is here in the center. It's still covered in muck, so I can't completely tell what it is. I'm trying to save it for last, just to be climactic. But I'm getting dangerously close to just washing it while I'm here. I forgot about the volcano. Till I walked over here and saw it and was like, oh yeah, we're in danger. I will say, you know, as far as streaming on Twitch is concerned, I guess streaming in general, honestly, the only people who really ever like come in and talk are honestly people who think I'm handsome, or people who are just trying to buddy up to me so they can, like, they talk for a minute or two, ask me questions, try to get chummy, and then they're like, oh, and by the way, I do art. Do you want art for your channel? That's been my experience over the years with Twitch. Every real once in a while, we will get an actual person that's interested in whatever game we're playing, but for the most part, that's kind of been my experience over the years with streaming. I think it may have happened on YouTube. I've done a few YouTube streams over the years, but mostly all my streaming has been on Twitch. And that's, you know, outside of my IRL friends or regulars or whatever, I tend to only get, you know, new people coming in like that. And what's funny is, too, sometimes after I do a stream, I'll notice I have one or two new followers every year once in a while, but they never said anything. They just kind of followed. And I've always wondered what's up with that. One day we'll have viewers. It won't be today, but one day. Good Lord. There's just so much of this place to wash. I can't afford to be particular and get every little speck. I got to kind of do a broad sweeping, you know. A lot of jobs in this game, I've been able to get every single little spot and little speck that you see. But this place is so huge and gigantic that I have to kind of be a little more broad here and do sweeping motions. Hey, 60% though. Not bad. No chance of getting near the volcano's rim, but I've spotted something weird. I'm going in for a closer look. It's an abandoned mobile mining drill, and it's broken into the magma chamber itself. Ooh, we're getting some lore drops here, folks. The operation likely destabilized the whole place. What has the mayor done? Well, why was he trying to drill into a volcano to begin with? That just screams problem. What were you thinking, Mr. Mayor? Good Lord. At least I don't need a ladder. You know, we can reach, which is great. Don't think I don't notice that dirt hiding in the little lip right there. I see you. Oh, oh, oh. We somehow missed that one little thing from yesterday. We'll just pretend that we didn't. We didn't. You didn't see anything. How many hosts does this place have? I suppose as many as it needs. I try from this angle. Boom. This place low-key reminds me of a mall. I think it's the color scheme. It's not the architecture, obviously. It's a temple. It looks nothing like a mall. But something about these colors is just reminding me of, like, it's giving me food court in the center of a mall. I think it's the white bricks and then different colors layered. I don't know. Am I crazy? Is that just me? Have I lost my mind? Am I not making good sense? Lord, all the streaks. And down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. I was playing around with the music making on my AI this morning on the Google Gemini. It can make 30-second clips. It won't do a full song. But I still thought it was funny to play around with. My God. I just remembered we got to go up to the second floor when we're done down here. No. There's not that much floor area left. We can knock this out. No, come on, come on. We're doing great. We're leaving streaks like a mofo, but we'll come back in and fine tune that and clean it up. Come on. Imagine if I had to mop this instead of power wash. Ooh. I would love to know what it is about gold that appeals to the human brain. Why gold? Gold is not even that great. It's a very weak metal. I have never understood human fascination with gold. And it goes back, I mean, like, it predates current human fascinations. Humans have always been obsessed with gold, and I don't get it. It's not great. It's not special. Despite everybody thinking there's a scarcity, it's actually quite an abundance of gold on Earth. Not that rare. I don't get it. I mean, yellow is a pretty color. It's bright. It's universal. Everybody sees the sun as yellow. Yellow flowers, bees. Wow. Just ba-da-bow. 3 at once, huh? 68%. Alrighty. That top floor is going to be a son of a bitch. Okay, where am I missing spot? There it was. Shit. I haven't needed a ladder in here yet. I don't even know if I have a ladder out there. Because we could reach, you know, pretty much almost every spot. So far, we've been able to reach every single spot, so we may not need to bring one in. They're making a new James Bond game for the first time in a long time called 007 First Light. It's supposed to be kind of like a prequel to any other game. You know, they're doing like a prequel story for Bond, which is kind of what the Daniel Craig series did. It was kind of like a soft reboot. So far, the game looks good. I haven't played a James Bond game in a bit. We could go in and play an existing one sometime soon, I suppose. coming out on everything. But I saw yesterday that they said they wanted to delay the Switch 2 version because they wanted it to be right. They didn't want it to come out and people say, "Oh, that's not a good port. That's not the good one. Let's not play that." Which fair. I'm always a big proponent of delaying anything that's not ready. Programs, movies, TV shows, books, music, video games, whatever needs to be tweaked, further worked on. For the love of God, get it right. Take as much time as you need. This is hilarious. We'll be here. We'll be ready. We'll have our dollars waiting. I'm kind of hoping that we get back into an era of video games where you kind of just pay for the game and then that's it. No special season passes, DLCs, stuff like that. Because I definitely, not to sound like an old timer, but I do miss that from my childhood, just being able to buy a cartridge and then that was it. That was the game. And I've heard people argue saying, well, everything being online, they can patch stuff now. Or they could, if you had a game-breaking bug in a game when you were a kid, you were just stuck. That's just how the game was. Like missing Knome in Pokemon. But I don't know. That to me is what makes the charm. That to me is what makes like video game history, because we have those stories now for the rest of our lives. It puts a little red flag, a pin, and the bulletin board of the era of gaming that game is in, and you're able to. It brings it. People will bring it up in conversation. It'll be noteworthy. Now, obviously, nobody wants a bug in their game, but if you have a bug in your game, you might as well embrace it. But no, I guess ultimately it is kind of nice being able to have the ability to patch broken games, but fundamentally changing a game beyond all recognition is not something I'm a fan of. Or taking out features. If a game is shipped with a feature, leave it in. Because that feature may have been somebody's deciding factor for purchasing that game. And if you take it out or alter it too much, they no longer have the same product that they bought. So I think you should leave it alone. I'm also not a huge fan of games that have to connect to the internet just to play. Like, we need to verify you own this game. Homie, I literally just came home with a disc in my hand. I own the game. Tyler was telling me that Nintendo is now thinking about, and they may have implemented this, at least on the Switch 2. If your Switch 2 doesn't connect to the internet every so often to perform checks, your software will fall victim to their little system, and you won't be able to use it anymore. You won't be able to play your game. And I'm like, no. That does not gel well with me at all. I will completely abandon any game, any company, any platform or system, hardware, whatever, that goes that route. Because what if I don't have internet for a long time? You're just gonna turn my game off and I can't play it? Like it has a set expiration date? That's not how buying goods works. You know what I mean? You buy a car, the manufacturer doesn't check in, down the road and say, well, let me check. Same for a home or anything else you buy. You don't go to the store and buy groceries, and then the grocery store is like, you need to connect your fridge up to the Wi-Fi so that we can verify the contents. It's asinine, and I won't stand for it. I've known for a long time now, though, that eventually things will get to a point where they're the world is so unrecognizable from what it was when I was a kid that I don't really know how I'm going to adjust. I know it's coming, but it's happening. It's happening slowly over time. It's been a gradual change, and not one for the better. Oh, yeah. Well, shit. How did I miss this? I thought I got all of this. Damn you and such. Everybody bob your head. Oh, let's see. There's dirt around this little crevice right here, our little lip. Where am I missing a significant portion? Well, earlier I talked about not needing a ladder to get some of these spots, but I'm seeing a lot of spots I'm not reaching without a ladder. That's no bueno. I had a feeling the ceiling was going to be what put me in my place. Okay, let me take a minute. Stuff to look around. Huh. Oh. Whew. Becomes a little bit of a chore after a while, doesn't it? I'll take it. It had been a hot minute since we had any boots. Legends tell of a tale of a man who cleans, and he cleans so well. Hiding in the crack there, huh? They all have masks. All right, time to tackle this wall in its entirety. This is probably going to be the biggest mosaic here. Oh, it's the Ferris wheel. Now, how in the world did the ancients foretell? Let's see. That helps. This floor is not coming clean, though. Lord. Have I just missed too many spots? Because that's, I'll be honest with you. If I have to go around a spot clean, that's gonna suck. Now there has to be one really big spot somewhere. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe I just did not do a thorough enough job. Since we're here, we're just going to tackle the statue. %? I don't know who this is supposed to be. Neptune. Some sort of god, I'm assuming. All right, after this, we'll just finish up the statue, work on that one little patch, and then I think the bottom will pretty much be good to go. And then we can just worry about the ceiling, or the top floor, I mean. Okay. Finish this area up. Ping. Oh, check it out. Birds and the fish and the fish on the ground. Now, if this is the middle of the Pacific Ocean, this is pretty far away from Egypt. But this is a lot of this is Egypt style. Maybe not the outside so much. Seems to be a mix. Wait. Okay. 82%, folks. Well, the fact that I left this much debris up there is not good. I guess we're going to have to kind of spot clean. I don't want to, because it'll take forever. But have to hit these big concentrations of it, I guess. Really screwed this up, didn't I? Oh, yes. I just got to do the same for these other sections. No, it has to be the big boy. Nothing else is gonna reach. I don't know why we haven't been able to ping the base yet. This part's pretty much done. Unless there's some sort of... It does appear to be a little bit under the lip here. Okay. Not surprised, honestly. Looking for big spot. Wait, this wall's not finished? Wait, hold up. Oh, snap. Now, how in the hell did I miss that? Well, damn. Okay. All right. What else you got, you filthy bastard? Nice. Still dealing with this floor, though. All right, here's what we're going to do. Find just the right one. That's not exactly getting it done either, though. Where's my orange nozzle? There we go. We'll kind of do... This will work. It'll be a little tedious, but we'll kind of... At any given point where we're standing, we can kind of just spray around us and do a little light cleanup. Obviously, we'll never get every single solitary speck. But we've got to find where and what is holding us up. The floor is kind of like the biggest here. Something somewhere. isn't right. Shit. It's the gold part here too, not just the blue floor over there. Oh. Wah. You know what might help? You do it this way. I don't think that's helping me either. Wow. Hey, that's a lot. It's like a night sky. Yay! Oh, thank Christ. How the hell do I get up here? God damn it. All right, hang on. Let me see. Do I have tools? Did you give me any tools? No. Am I supposed to just do this all natural? You've not given me a ladder or a step stool or. Well, I'm damn. They really have not. They really out here saying, nah, fuck you. Just figure it out. Okay, well, I guess if I come up here and then shoot down. That works. Whatever doodad holding is clean. Do this. Oh, this is a pretty good angle to get a lot of it. Hell yeah. So who is this here feller? He looks like a washer. He's got a backpack and everything. At the base. Up skirt. Yep. Now that didn't count the whole statue, did it? I believe it did. And with that, I believe we're done on the bottom floor. I see absolutely nothing left down there. We nailed that. Okay. I thought there was another mural here. Nope. Just more goo. Okay. Okay. Well, I tell you what, let's do. I don't know how long it's going to take to wash this room, but we are already a good chunk of the way through in this episode. So what we'll do is call it there for now. I was kind of hoping we'd get a finale out here, but I'll keep washing and we'll see ultimately how I end up cutting these together. All right. Now, let's finish this. So anyway, I started blasting. I don't think this will take too long for us to knock out. Oh, there are more. Okay. So here's my plan. In an attempt to kind of expedite this, we're just going to wash in layers here, and then I'll come back and fine tune all of the little dirt spots that I missed, because it honestly has been very forgiving today and pinging for me a lot when I get close enough. So let's see if we can kind of rely on the kind-heartedness of the programming here to get us through the rest. Because it's a lot. We've been here a while and it's a lot. And if I don't have to cut this into 2 separate videos, then even better. But we've already been here for a while and I've been pretty quiet, so. Today's not been a talkative day. I haven't had a lot to say. Today's been more of a somewhat of an ASMR tease more than anything else. But that's fine. It's kind of what the deal is with this game. You kind of turn your brain off and relax. I'm here for it. I surely am. As far as every job that we've done goes, I hope those who've stuck around and watched the whole journey have had a good time. I know it's a lot to watch, but you could take your time and get through it slowly. Just put it on when you're going to sleep. Put it on in the background when you're cleaning or cooking, or maybe you got a long drive and you just want somebody to talk while you're driving. You have to do the drive by yourself or whatever, These kinds of playlists are good for that, At least I find that they are. When I know that I have to be in the car driving for hours, I will turn to YouTube to find something to listen to on the road. Of course, that I guess since you can't watch while driving, you have to just listen. And if I'm not talking, then like, what's the point? You're going to move on to something more entertaining. Oops. But I don't know. It's like at this point, I've kind of talked myself out. I think I've been more talkative during the power wash than I have any other playthrough I've done, at least any playthrough I've done in recent years. We've been a real chatty Cathy. I had a lot to say, but now I notice that about myself. I'll get on these kicks where I play a game and I rant and rave and say all the stuff I have to say that I've been holding in, and then by the time we get to the finale of the game, I've talked myself out. We've discussed every topic that might have been on my mind, and we're just like done, you know? But it is what it is, I suppose. We are cruising now, folks. Cruising. I don't think I've accidentally turned my webcam off once today. I don't think I've hit the hotkey for it. I certainly have done it enough during this playthrough, but not today. Hey. I will say I'm very surprised this entire game was just stational. Like there were really no moving targets, moving parts, and anything that we cleaned, except for the Back to the Future segment. I think might have didn't I have a few turning parts in the clock tower. Other than that, I don't really remember anything having any moving parts where we had to kind of maneuver around. Lord. This is going to be a very satisfying job to finish. Just because of the sheer scale of it. I'm surprised nobody else has come into chat. A few people at the start of today's episode, but nobody since. Starting to get a little bit of a prick in my shoulder and neck. Oops. Really? Okay. Was that simple, huh? Oh, I forgot I'd missed this much of the ceiling. Damn it, Eric. Really? Oh my God. We're almost there. Come on, 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 let's finish this. We are so damn close, we have never been so close before. We have washed our way across the land thanks to that volcano, causing all sorts of muck and grime to build up all over town. I have Kirby music stuck up all up in my head. It's the most thing that I hum it always till I'm dead. Dun 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 dun. Kirby music is great. You don't like Kirby music, something's wrong with you. You can go to the doctor and figure your shit out. You walk right in there and you tell him, Doc, I got a problem. What is it? I don't like Kirby music. Get the fuck out of my office. And don't ever come back. Putting this in your permanent record. Every doctor you ever go to will know you don't like Kirby music. Trash human being. Meanwhile, there's a streamer somewhere. I know this is going to be a hot take, and I don't care. I don't like Kirby music. Channel deleted. Bitch. Kirby music is top tier. Maybe not all Kirby music, but like the original Kirby music. No. Something's wrong with people if they don't like Kirby. How can you not like Kirby? How? What's wrong with you? It's Kirby. Did it again. I left too many spotty spots. Well, at least I can kind of eyeball it and see where the most dirt was left behind. Constant pinging noise lets you know you're almost done. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 Hot damn pillar in the city, bleeding it up, getting it all in pretty. Hot down, doodle and bitty. Yeah, mopping this by hand would be nuts. Absolutely bonkers. What's left? What, 97%? Oh, that'll do it. Oh, wow. A lot of left behind on the floor, too. If we could trigger this floor part, we're done. Like, getting that ceiling part is going to be nothing. There's a wind I hear outside. We're supposed to have some pretty severe weather this evening and tonight. And it's been a little breezy all day. Come on. I know you want to ping. You're just aching to ping. This is it. It's come to this. Sit with me. Let's reminisce on past jobs we've done, the good times we've had, all the gunk we've cleaned. Sometimes we were mad. Wait, are those lights or like sky? Is that sunlight coming through glass, or are those lights? I don't know. Okay, let me go around to the other side. Yeah. Yep. Bit right there. Inner ceiling. I don't see. Oh, I saw it. You know what? I bet I can get that at a better angle from up top. I think. Well, if I'm here, then I can really get at a good angle. And that just leaves the one thing. Oops. Take you with me, because I don't know if I need you. No. Okay, what's this gem? There's something up top. Oh, what's happening? Well, that was terrifying. No, let me hurry, let me hurry, let me hurry, let me hurry, let me hurry. I can't have you crashing planes out here now. The aliens! Whoa! Whoa, hold up! What's happening? They shot down that airplane. The crystal is shooting over at the volcano. Power Wash Services, you did it! After you cleared our ship, we went further back in time, methodically tracing your steps one job at a time, right back to the backyard cleaning days. While doing so, we pieced together the Blake Thrust ambitions. The rest was obsessed with the lost city of pacifists, and after discovering that their tech was powered by a rare ore, set up illegal mines here, there, and everywhere. He struck rich. He struck a rich seam inside Mount Rushless and used it to develop his own tech, while also hoping to create enough tectonic movement to push the lost city up to the surface. What he didn't realize, though, is that by disabling the volcano, he nearly caused a global apocalypse. Knowing that the underwater city lay dormant until this moment, we went back in time and told the pacifists of your legend. They agreed to convert their palace into an offshore platform to send a neutralizing beam to Mount Rushless when the city resurfaced. We dirtified the place up to ensure it would only activate once completely cleaned by a skilled power washer. Thanks to you, the timeline is now restored and we can return to our time as heroes. Heroes with red velvet cake. P.S. Please feel free to use this message as a customer review if you think it would help your business. This was great. I could have.
But you got out there instead, and yeah, you got it all done.
Yeah, we got it done.
What started as a trickle ended like a volcano. And from the darkest depths of the ocean, you're coming up gold. You make it all shine. You make it all shine. Stones, all the horses and all the gnomes, you
We found the cat. Thanks for watching. And you guys, thanks for watching.